Hey guys, we're doing something new for the first time. We're gonna try out these cool looking DC Justice League coloring book I found. The art looks legit actually. Justice League Strength in Numbers. Let's see what's inside. There's Superman with the usual pose. Then Batman brooding. Oh, Flash. Then Green Lantern. Ooh, Wonder Woman. In the Themyscira Amazon armor, I think. Aquaman, not the Momoa version. Cyborg, then Supergirl, and a whole lot more. This is really cool. I'm gonna have fun with these. So, in my last video, I talked about TV tropes and AI. I'm gonna do a follow-up video on AI one of these days. It's very overwhelming now that I've been doing the research, since its tech is evolving every single day. But I'll think of something, I'll think of something. Anyway, if you want to check out that video, I'll have the links on the description as well as on the pinned comments. And consider subscribing. It's free. Anyway, in this piece, I chose Superman, as you can see. I decided to keep the coloring simple and straightforward. For the most part, I will be using just 2 color markers of the same hue or tint for every portion of the drawing. Take for example, Superman's skin color, right? I'm using the color called cream, and for his shadows, just like 2 notches darker called sand. Mind you, I'm using touchcool markers, so color names may vary with whatever brand you're using. The objective of this exercise is to show you, as well as practice myself, what you can achieve with just a couple of colors. As I get more accustomed to this exercise, I could confidently experiment with more colors of the spectrum. Usually, I start with the lightest color and move up to the darker ones, and using the lighter color to blend the edges of the darker one, just to have a smoother effect. One thing you could also do, this is a bit of a trick that works well with markers, is at the area where majority of your light source hits, you could leave a portion of that area blank or the lightest color, giving the illusion of a highlight or shimmer. Trust me, it works. The tricky thing I noticed with ready-made pieces like in coloring books is that you have to take a minute to decide where the light is or what's going on with this piece in general. Whereas if you drew the piece yourself, you have a general idea of where you want to go with it. I mean, it's not a complaint, okay? It's not a complaint. It's just an observation, since this is my first time after a while of, using and trying coloring books. However, my next plan is probably to do Batman on the next page, but actually draw a background around him. Let's just hope the colors on this piece doesn't bleed to the next page too much. Also, one thing I want to add, especially for artists or content creators out there, is to, try new things. Discovering new passions or revisiting old joys, in this case, coloring books, definitely takes your mind off things. And still have that hunger or curiosity to learn new things and observe how things work. I think what I'm getting at is that, if you go on life in general, like, you're just taking things at face value and, not learning new things just because you're already set in your ways, although that's not exactly a bad thing, but being too much definitely, stagnates your growth as a person, as an artist, or as a content creator. So if you can, try new things, man. Just try it. And by the way, are any of you guys into color markers? What brand do you use? I'm asking because I want to try other brands as well, only if it's within my budget. But I'm curious to know. So if you can, leave a comment, guys, and just tell me about it, okay? And I'll check it out. As I said earlier, I'm slapping a background on Batman or whoever, but aim to use more than 2 colors per portion, you know, for the skin colors, for the suit. And I might even use color pencils to make things pop out. I'm not entirely confident, but I'll be brave enough on the next video to to screw things up royally. I'll be brave, guys. Definitely brave. But as I think about it, this is more about me getting itchy to draw something more than anything else. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like you just have to throw your 2 cents into the pot, right? You just have to throw your 2 cents into the pot. You don't have to, but you want to. So yeah, definitely. Yeah. And besides, it would be a really good exercise for me to practice drawing backgrounds and cityscapes and such. That not being my strongest suit, if you know what I mean. Aside from that, if you notice, superheroes have different backgrounds, especially on posters. Like say for example, Batman is more of the dark Gotham cityscapes, and Wonder Woman usually depicts her in Themyscira. Superman, well, Superman is up there in the clouds or the sky, and the Flash, more of a blur. So all in all, this should be a fun exercise. Anyway, my voice is kinda off because I'm feeling really under the weather, and it's been like this for probably 4 days, but we can't let that stop us from doing the things we want to do, right? So if you're still here at the tail end of the video, thank you. And as always, stay safe, stay indoors, and stay subscribed. This is Comics on Lockdown.